Good morning, girls. Today we'll discuss about theory of consumption, cardinal versus ordinal approach. Okay, so let us get started with that. In the last few classes, we have been discussing about utility. Now, utility, if you go by the meaning of utility, it means want satisfying power of a commodity, right? So now satisfaction is something which can be felt. It is abstract, and we cannot actually really measure it in terms of money or in any unit, but today we are going to study two approaches towards utility, towards satisfaction. One of them is cardinal approach, the other one is ordinal approach. Now, what is cardinal approach? Let us get started with that. So again, measurement of utility. So measurement of utility helps in analyzing the demand behavior of a customer. It is measured in two ways. Now, what are the two ways? Cardinal approach, ordinal approach. According to cardinal approach, you can measure utility, and according to ordinal approach, utility cannot be measured. So, in this approach, in cardinal approach, it is believed that utility is measurable. It can be quantified. We can give it number 1, 2, 3, so and so on and so forth. And it tells us about the preference of customer in cardinal numbers. Okay, cardinal measurement. It is measured in terms of utils. Okay, so that is cardinal approach, where you can measure utility in terms of money. Who gave this particular approach? It was given by Alfred Marshall. Now let us get going and understand the next thing, which is but this approach has many limitations. What are the limitations? That in real life, as I said, that utility is abstract and one cannot measure utility. So you cannot measure utility, right? And one cannot add different types of satisfaction from different goods. For measuring it, it is assumed that the utility of consumption of one good is independent of that of another good. Now, in real life, actually, utility of one good is actually dependent on other good. For example, utility of car or utility of petrol is dependent on car. If somehow we go in a stage wherein most of the cars do not use petrol but they run on battery, automatically the utility that we used to get when car were using petrol or diesel, it would be high, and now it is low, right? It does not analyze the effect of a change in price, right? So that are the limitations of cardinal approach. Next is ordinal approach. In this, one believes that utility is comparable. One can express his or her satisfaction in ranking. One can compare commodities, give them certain ranks like first, second, third, and it shows order of preference. And ordinal approach is qualitative approach to measuring utility. Now, what does it mean? That here you can actually not measure utility but give your satisfaction or utility a ranking, that I get more utility by consuming an apple than a mango. So you're ranking your preference, right? You're giving first rank to apple and then second rank to mango, right? So in this particular approach, you are not measuring utility, rather you are just giving them a rank. And here the approach towards utility is more qualitative than quantitative. Now everything has some positive points, some negative points. So what are the limitations of ordinal approach? It assumes that there are only two goods or two basket of goods. It is not always true. Okay, assigning a numerical value to a concept of utility is not easy. Again, if you're giving your rankings, right, that is also somehow you're assigning numerical value, and that is not easy. Next is the consumer's choice is expected to be either transitive or consistent. Now that is not always possible.